everyone, and welcome back to the Heir's Lair. I am your host, aspiring author Jonathan Taylor. Today I'm once again going to do another tag. This one is both Halloween related and character related. One of these things I was already asked to do, the other thing is kind of in vogue, so not really a trend tracer, but I recognize they are sometimes necessary. And one of these times is right now. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The spooky, scary writing tag. 10 questions here, so let's go through them. Number 1, ghosts. Are there any characters or scenes or themes that you originally thought of that you then later eliminated? I've actually been pretty frank about this, but when I first envisioned this this novel or this potential series, I thought about child soldiers, about what it would mean to fight in a war, fight for your life as a child. However, as that idea developed, I kind of moved away from that initial theme. My characters did go to military school per se, and were therefore trained as trained to be soldiers as children. However, they didn't fight in a war when they were children. Some of my characters, though, yeah, others definitely fun wars children. Okay, that being said, number 2, bats. Which character is most misunderstood? Well, I can't say which character readers misunderstand because it's because obviously book's not out yet. As far as in universe, I think Elizabeth is the most misunderstood. She is reclusive and secretive. That means she thinks a lot, but what she thinks she mostly keeps to herself, and then acts in accordance to her conclusions, which she doesn't really vocalize as much as others would. And because of that, she often ends up doing things that most people would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So, yeah, that's my answer to this one. Number 3, Jack-o'-lantern. What inspires you to write? Where do you get your inspiration? Well, most of my inspiration actually comes from my own experiences, from what I've seen, and from what I need to put together in a way that I think makes sense. Maybe not necessarily in a pure logic or pure consequential point of view, but at least in a way that makes more sense to how I view the world, to something that makes me find the world I'm in more relatable. Yeah, that did not sound like an alien at all. Moving on. Number 4, zombie. Preferred writing fuel. That means, what do I drink when writing? The answer is water. Like, writing just comes out of me, and I just need to do some upkeep, and I do it with water. It's kind of a meme in the writing community that writers turn coffee into stories, but I don't drink coffee. Not when writing, and even generally not. Partly because I don't want to support an industry that promotes the consumption of psychoactive drugs, low-level psychoactive drugs, but still. Partly I'm just not interested. Sorry. Everyone tells me I'm gonna start art, but I'm 20 frickin' 8 and haven't yet, so yeah. I don't think so. Number 5, vampire. What is the cheesiest trope that you've included into your story? A gay character hiding their gayness, like. So yeah, the character who's closeted. That's pretty much that's my answer. That's the thing I kind of find cheesiest that I've included. Maybe someone else will read it and find something else that they find cheesier, but this is my answer. Question 6, Spider. Man, my accent sometimes. Which character is fine to look at from afar but is not to be approached? The answer to that is definitely Claudia, who is another student at the military university. She is she's a very competent fighter. She is very self-confident, very aware of her abilities. However, at the same time, she's very arrogant. She manipulates people like all the time, and she's pretty braggadocious and vain. You would say she might say she's not really bragging if she can back it up, but still. Question 7, Frankenstein's monster. Are there two characters you've combined into one, or is there any one character you've split into two? Actually, no. Surprisingly, I've kept all the characters I wanted to keep. If anything, I've kept adding more characters. So yeah, not much of a. That's how my process goes. Question 8, Skeleton. How to insert character baggage without info dumping. Try to do it casually. Try to just have it come up in conversation, and then depending on the kind of relationship that the characters conversing have, then you can add a bit more detail. Okay, it's not just the characters themselves, but also the setting. Other people who've done this tag have said that this kind of stuff should come at a bonding moment, and I think that's a good decision. I don't have them bond over it or have them use it to justify it. Well, whatever you do, it has to come off as natural to that character. So keep in mind how that character is, and keep in mind how they would use it. Okay, number 10, Cat. What is a polarizing opinion you have on writing in general? I don't really have any. I'm pretty sure I have some, and if I were to name it, it would polarize. But as of right now, I can't think of anything in particular that I at least personally know to be controversial or something. And finally, question 10, Demon. Most frequent writing distraction. So what distracts me the most when I'm writing? My breaks. I tend to take breaks very regularly, and I don't really. I try to keep them contained, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 20, but I never really. But I always find it hard to keep that break window I've set for myself. I have eventually gotten better though. I will say that. And yeah, this was the tag. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have anything you'd like to add, then go ahead. The comment section is available. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to know when the next video comes out, then go ahead and subscribe. Maybe even ring the bell or do whatever else YouTube will require you to do. I am tagging Ava Alton, J.L. Rothstein, and Elizabeth Holland to also do this. I look forward to what they're going to put out. Until next time, I am Jonathan Taylor, and this has been the Heir's Lair.